Look at that. This monument is impressive, and this battlefield is full of plaques bearing the faces of the men who fought here. Manning F. Force, Colonel, 20th Ohio Infantry, commanding 2nd Brigade, 3rd Division, 17th Corps, June 4th, July 4th, 1863, given by his son. This may be the most impressive monument I've ever seen at any battlefield.
No. I disagree. We like the one with the soldiers, the Confederate monument.
We do like that
Shiloh.
one. I just mean structurally.
What about the castle one at Chickamauga
That
you climbed on?
That one's pretty impressive too, yeah. Standing guard at Jackson Road. You are on the historic Jackson Road, a critical link between Jackson and Vicksburg during the Civil War. To guard this key entrance to the city, Confederate forces built a major fort here, the 3rd Louisiana Redan. Look to your left at the end of the road. The high ground beyond is the fort's wall. Interesting, okay. On May 22nd, 1863, Union troops swarmed down Jackson Road from east to attack the 3rd Louisiana Redan. An innocent-looking ridge today, this once massive structure posed a forbidding obstacle to Federal forces. The assault failed, and Grant's men withdrew to safety behind the ridge, now below the Shirley House, to your right. Look at this. Wow. When the siege began, Union troops dug toward the 3rd Louisiana Redan. As the trench neared the fort, Confederate sharpshooters made life difficult for the Federal digging crews. Lieutenant Henry Foster, known as Coonskin for his raccoon fur cap, built a tower out of railroad ties facing the 3rd Louisiana Redan to protect his comrades. Union sharpshooters concealed in Coonskin Tower used a mirror to watch for Confederates taking aim at Federal soldiers below without becoming targets themselves. Foster and friends beat their enemies to the trigger. And that particular information is for the fort, which will be the next video. Oopsie in editing. Now for the monument.
So when we saw the Missouri Memorial, she was holding an olive branch.
Uh-huh.
So it looks like when it's new, it's really white.
Yeah. Just how important was Vicksburg to the war and to those who fought here? Look around and you'll see hundreds of markers, plaques, and memorials tell the story of sacrifice and dedication and celebrate the spirit of reconciliation between former enemies.
Yeah, like those maidens on the top there represent the North and the South.
The Illinois State Memorial, dedicated in 1906, cost over $190,000. That's more than $4.6 million in today's dollars.
And it says with malice towards none on the side there. It's a lot of detail on it.
Yeah, this is a monument to peace. After the war, there was incredible peace between the people who were actually shooting at each other. Stacey wants to read the writing at the top of the monument, but it's a little overgrown.
Snaky.
Yeah, the grass needs to be cut.
But it says stuff all the way around.
At last we ascend the stairs. It feels like walking up to the Parthenon. This is amazing. Entering in feels like going into another dimension. Inside is plastered with names. The echoes of just a few people sounds like 1,000 ghosts. And the walls. Listed as everyone who was here. The voices make an eerie sound. There are far too many names to read, but we take a look at a few. The names just go on and on. Intricate metalwork. It's unbelievable. The stomping feet sound like gunshots in this monument to peace. It's somehow appropriate. And this. Illinois erects this monument in grateful remembrance of the services, the sufferings, the sacrifices, and the devotion of her sons who participated on land and water in the campaign and siege of Vicksburg from March 29th to July 4th, 1863. The names enrolled within this structure in marble and bronze are of the officers and the men of Illinois who served in that memorable campaign and siege and who filled the ranks of the 79 Illinois organizations in General Grant's army. The people of Illinois, free of malice, full of charity, dedicate this monument as a memorial temple to the enduring harmony and peace, and as a shrine at which all may again
renew their consecration to loyal citizenship and gather inspiration to the most unselfish and exalted patriotism.
This chokes me up every time I read it. Not without thy wondrous story.
Illinois, Illinois can be writ the nation's glory. Illinois, Illinois is on the records of the years. Abraham Lincoln's name appears. Grant and Logan and our tears. So Westby McCarty, my great-great-grandfather, was in Illinois infantry, but it was the 101st. So I got excited, but then it goes 99 times. Like, they weren't here. I don't think they saw a lot of action.
Wow. This place, it's amazing. Just amazing. Illinois' Monument to Peace. This is a place I will never forget. Wow.